inside going grocery shopping for my trip. Totally frozen. Totally frozen, just from grocery shopping. Hey, I am just leaving Starbucks on this cold and snowy day. My windshield finally defrosted. I cannot believe how bad it got in the time it took me to go grocery shopping. It's frigid, it's freezing. I'm just not ready for winter. I'm getting ready for a trip tomorrow. I leave early. I'm going to Cincinnati, Ohio. I don't know what to do there, so we'll figure it out together. But I'm prepping today, one, because obviously it's gonna be a nightmare driving to the airport with all the snow and ice. And two, I have a friend who came to town and I'm about to go see him. It's Johnny's friend, so first time meeting him actually. But we have a fun night planned before I leave the guys to have a guys weekend. So I didn't want work to get too much in the way. I figured I would do everything while Johnny was picking him up from the airport. Now they're back at my house and now it's time for me to go to my house. So I'll probably talk to you guys really early tomorrow on my way to Cincy. Good morning. It is dark. It is early and I am so tired. So I know I told you guys yesterday that we have a friend in town. We went to the game last night. I don't think I mentioned anything about that. And then we came home right after, but I hadn't packed yet. I mean, it's a 2-day trip. I really didn't put like a ton of prep into it. We fly there today, we fly home tomorrow. Quick, easy, done. But we didn't get home until like 11-ish, which is not terrible. And I packed, brushed my teeth, washed my face, and went to bed right away. And my alarm went off at 4:50. So now I'm in the car. The car's all packed. You probably can't see back there, but I have all of the groceries, the Starbucks from earlier. And I'm actually gonna stop through probably Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, I don't know, because they're both on my way. But I'm going to get a coffee before I go to work today because I'm tired. I need to function. I gotta get rid of these bags under my eyes. I could not be more excited to see a hotel room. It's nice. I'm not showing you it because it's anything amazing. I'm just expressing how happy I am to be here in Cincinnati, even though it's freezing and the weather was pretty terrible as far as landing goes. But downtown Cincy looks pretty cool. And I don't know if you can see, there is Great American Ballpark where the Reds play. So unfortunately it's not baseball season, otherwise this would be an amazing layover. I'm just laying down for a nap. I matched the bed. Everyone is going to lunch. I'm too tired for lunch. That's how you know how tired I am, because I never ever skip a meal. They said they're just doing something light. They kind of ate on the plane, and I think we're saving our big meal for dinner. So I'm gonna relax a little. I only have 2 passengers. I don't think I told you guys that. And then the flights are super quick. So later on, I'm going to Whole Foods and I'm picking up some of their sushi, and then I'll make myself a salad for the flight back, and then the pilots will just pick out what they wanna eat for our return flight. So as far as catering goes, definitely very easy. I mentioned to you guys earlier that the flight was super bumpy. I barely had time to do service, and again, only with 2 people, but the flight was just that short. The conditions were just that bad, but I was able to feed them breakfast, I was able to feed the pilots breakfast, and I was able to buckle in before turbulence really got out of control. So I'm gonna turn the lights off, relax for a little bit, and whatever we end up doing, I will take you along. I had a little nap, I fell asleep very, very hard. It's like perfect sleeping weather and the bed is super comfortable. But now I'm going downstairs to meet the guys for a Whole Foods run and hopefully for some food because I'm pretty hungry at this point. We are back from dinner and from my catering run, and I just want to show you guys the fun little chocolate shop that we found and the items that I picked up for catering tomorrow. So first I'm going to show you, we bought like all of the sushi in Whole Foods. This is a lot. This is like a real haul. So got the soy sauce with, I never seen soy sauce with a lid. Normally I just see with the spout that pours out, but I'm excited about this because I feel like I always need soy sauce and I can never pack it. And then I just picked up a few jalapenos for garnish. So one of my passengers prefers vegetable rolls, and then I have just so much fish. Oh my gosh. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it just goes down deeper and deeper and deeper. So now I'm hoping everything fits in this skinny little refrigerator. I might have to see if the pilots can take some of this food. Oh, we might be okay. Let's see how I do. So everything is in. They're stacked 2 deep and 4 on the bottom and 5 on top. But the real test is, will the refrigerator close? Oh, come on. Yes, it closed. Success. And my little trick, I put the bag that is going to carry all of my catering in front of the door so I don't forget to take it with me tomorrow morning. Okay, so now for the fun stuff. My passenger, I found out, loves chocolate. My primary passenger and his guest. They both love chocolate. So when we were at dinner, I saw a place that said Mavericks Chocolate, and I asked the guys if we could stop in there, and we did. Cute little gift bag. But the best part about it is everything was aviation themed. So one of the owners is a pilot, and all of the packaging has little airplanes on there. And I just want to show you because it's the best chocolate for a flight crew. Okay, the shadow behind me is really bad. So you can see I picked up 4 different bars. I got a Belize dark chocolate, Fahrenheit 513, which had some spices in there, dark chocolate with cacao nibs, and espresso dark chocolate. But each label has a different picture of some sort of flying, which makes it super fun. And we got to sample all of these chocolates too. So firsthand, I do know that they taste good, but also when you flip it over, this is my favorite, remove before flight. And that's how you open the packaging. So it's perfect for any sort of corporate aviation or just any like AV geek in your life. Maverick chocolates. So I just think I hit the jackpot with that chocolate. I'm so excited to give it to my primary guest tomorrow. And also a portion of the sales goes to a charity in the Cincinnati area. So you can feel good about spending the money on this chocolate. Also, just to backtrack a little bit about the refrigerator that is conveniently placed behind me. Always check the settings. When I first started flying, I would bring all of my food. I've talked about it a million times. It's just a good way not to gain like your freshman 15 or to stay healthy on the road and not eat crew meals all the time. But I would always bring my own food, and I learned the very hard way, temperature settings on the refrigerators in the hotel are all over the place. So I've frozen plenty of salads. I've had the refrigerator not on cold enough, and I have spoiled like yogurt and things like that. So always check your hotel refrigerator setting to make sure it is on a temperature that you want. Well, there was a change in breakfast plans. I hung the menu on my door last night, and when I walked back in my room, I saw a full service menu. So instead of getting just scrambled eggs, I was able to get myself an omelet and fresh fruit this morning. And then a giant carafe of coffee. Much needed. I'm done with breakfast, and now I'm just packing up all of the catering and all of my belongings and headed to the airport. Hey, so I am home from my trip and I was just getting changed and I realized I never closed out the vlog with you guys. Something that I want to touch on, here comes Lola. There was an abundance of sushi, but we had an additional crew member. So we had 3 pilots on this trip because one was training to get certified to fly the airplane that we were on. So it looked like a ton of food, but the passenger to pilot ratio is really why that happened. So the sushi from Whole Foods went over well today. Flying conditions were so much better than they were yesterday. It was even pretty nice in Cincinnati this morning. The sun was out for a little bit before it got all gloomy again when we left, and now I'm home and it's a little gloomy too. But I'd rather have this kind of weather when I'm at home with the cats and also with Johnny. So thank you guys for coming along to Cincinnati with me. Please leave me a thumbs up on this video and subscribe to my channel. As always, if you guys have questions, comments, thoughts, or concerns, post them down below for me. I will answer them when I can. Thank you very much for watching.